the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Rebels, taking on last year's national champion, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Rebels will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. So Tennessee's offense has the ball first today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week.
He's going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 15. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drop. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Rebels offense will go to work for the first time. We'll be watching this matchup on the outside closely today, David, to see if this guy can get anything done one-on-one against one of the best corners in the game.
Well, and this corner really can shut down half the field. And that's a big problem. This offense, they really need to win this matchup. They need their wide receiver to beat that defensive back. And I don't know if that's possible. He's just so good and so consistent. Palmer, you tell me how you're going to win this matchup.
Well, you're not going to win it every play, that's for sure. You can't avoid that side of the field the entire game. I think it's just going to come down to this offense in the critical down and distances. When there's a 3rd down and the coverage dictates that you've got to throw it against him, that's the play you need your receiver to win. And whether or not they have a guy that can win that matchup offensively, we're going to find out here pretty soon.
Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets it away from his own end zone. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So here is the Tennessee offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Using his legs to buy some time. Now he'll turn and throw back to the right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Makes the grab. It's Beal. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep. It's
wide open, just plowing ahead. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 in this defense. His head is spinning. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Rebels want to move quickly. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Touchdown, Rebels. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Washington. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Oh, they're after him. Got it in the middle. It's Peppers. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking for space. It's Peppers. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. The Vols are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got him. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but third and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He makes the grab. It's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got it in the middle. It's Hainsworth. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. The Rebels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Unloads quickly. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. All out of space. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Well, we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something, take it out.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
In its defense, guys, this quarterback has never had an opportunity. I guess the only good news, he hasn't turned it over yet. He hasn't been forced to throw the ball up into coverage, into a bad spot. He's been good about just eating the football, but they've got to find a way to find some rhythm here in the passing game moving forward.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. And the Rebels will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
And the ball's moving quickly to the line. They'll give it to him again. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Touchdown ball! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Slings it downfield. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over, because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
And the returner will be knocked down. Just a few seconds to go here in the 1st half, and they'll send out the field goal team. No good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. The Rebels will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Red pass is complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The official says no good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion. The 42-yard field goal that was no good gives them the ball back at the 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fakes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
The Rebels line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the returner will be brought down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Volunteers are on the move. Running back searching for a hole. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Volunteer! And the route is on. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Hainsworth. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
You want to have a lot of success on defense, make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
The play-action fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Looks it in at the 40. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So here is the Tennessee offense. The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
One final play before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. And he finds no running room at all, and the third quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the fourth. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down. He ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The give to the tailback. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying play action. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. It'll be 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Touchdown, Tennessee. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense just didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the 1st down on 3rd down.
Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's taking the shot. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. And the Rebels are on the move. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete to the right. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it on the move. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick completion to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big, and we're looking pretty good.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Pressure coming. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Bring in the heat. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. So here is the Tennessee offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game and take the W into the locker room.
Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Try to barge their way in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away.
Number 97 on to punt it away.
They bring him down strong. Effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.